Hello. Welcome to Vanik Smart Class. East and West Vanik is the best. तुम्हें जिते जहाँ कौच कही पार सबू A.S O Vanik पिलांकर. Anyway, welcome. We shall be discussing some memory based questions based on salient features of Indian Constitution today. I have brought selected questions for all of you. So no time to carry on for theory ପାଇଁ ଆମ ପାଇଁ ସମୟ ନାହିଁ ଆମେ କେବଳ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଗୁଡ଼ା ଦେଖିବା ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟ ଯିବା କିଛି କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟ ଆଲୋଚନା କରିବା ବାକି ସାଲିଏଣ୍ଟ ଫିଚରର different parts ଉପରେ ଆଇଡ଼ିଆ ରଖିବ basically the sources of Indian Constitution drawn from different sources and a basic question ase and parliamentary democracy, fundamental rights, DPSP, secular state, welfare state, federal in form, unitary in spirit, बहुत सारा salient features भीतर अच्छी salient feature टा important chapter था एवं शत्रु प्राय question हम expect कर परिवे A.S O रे ठीक है जी start कर दो हमें question number 1. Which of the following mainly determines that Indian constitutional system is federal? Which of the following is mainly determines? See, written and rigid constitution is also a feature of federation, and distribution of power is also, but most important is distribution of power. Any country that has a distribution or division of power between the central government and state governments, that is called federation. Central government is called federation and your states are called the units of state federation. So there is a division under 7th schedule. There are 3 lists: union list, state list and concurrent list. They are examples of division of power. So most important characteristic of a federation is the distribution or division of power between the center and states. So B. Indian Constitution is regarded as not only unitary, not only federal or parliamentary, but also federal in form and unitary in spirit. That is federal in form, unitary in spirit. So answer is D. It is often called quasi-federal. Quasi-federal कहते कैसी होया? Quasi-federal country. India is a quasi-federal country because it contains both federal and unitary features. Federal features like division of power, written constitution, independent judiciary, isn't it? So there are certain federal features, there are unitary features, more unitary features like strong center and integrated judiciary, single citizenship, single constitution. We don't have a dual constitution. Dual constitution exists in a classical federation. So Indian Constitution is called federal in form, unitary in spirit by K.C. Ware. He also called Indian Constitution को से कहते quasi federal country. So kindly remember that. So answer is D. Now which of the following features of the Constitution of India does not resemble the American Constitution? Written Constitution is there in America, fundamental rights are there, they are called Bills of Rights, and federal form of government is there, but appointment of governor is not in America. There is the governor of the state is elected in America. But in India, the governor of the state is appointed by the president. So kindly take a note of the answers. Okay. Now we shall proceed to question number 4. Which of the following, which is a feature of parliamentary form of government? पार्लियामेंटरी फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट रे मेजर प्रिंसिपल कौन कह एग्जीक्यूटिव इज रेस्पॉन्सिबल टू एट मु कहि दउची एग्जीक्यूटिव इज responsible to legislature or there is a close relationship between executive and legislature सेइति पे इंडिया को पार्लियामेंटरी डेमोक्रेसी कहा जाए पार्लियामेंटरी डेमोक्रेसी रे क्लोज रैपोर्ट बिटवीन लेजिस्लेचर एंड लेजिस्लेचर एग्जीक्यूटिव भितर था एग्जीक्यूटिव जे हुए जे शासन करे जे सरकार जहाँ को आम गवर्नमेंट कहूचे प्राइम मिनिस्टर और काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स से माने सबू से माने होचंती पार्लियामेंट रो मेंबर पार्लियामेंट रो पार्ट तेणु से कह जाए पार्लियामेंटरी डेमोक्रेसी से देश को कह जो देश रे executive is responsible to legislature or executive is a part of legislature. That is a most important point to be remembered. So it is parliamentary form of government of feature विषय पचारची dissolution of the upper house केबे हुए नहीं ये upper house कहले हमें राज्यसभा को बुझीबा राज्यसभा केबे dissolve हुए नहीं राज्यसभा has no term. Rajya Sabha is a continuous permanent chamber. It is never dissolved. Only 1/3 of its members retire at the end of every 2 years. So there is no dissolution of upper house. Leadership of Prime Minister is a feature of parliamentary government. Answer is B. President is not the head of the government in a parliamentary democracy. In a parliamentary democracy, Prime Minister is the head of the government. And there is no separation of power, there is doctrine of checks and balance. Eta मन रखिता checks and balance टा मधे सर बेसी अच्छी separation of power तक strictly नहीं कहीं ना एटी executive is a part of legislature. सेति पे आमो देश रे इंडिया रो गवर्नमेंट सिस्टम रे doctrine of separation of power को डॉक्ट्रिन ऑफ चेक्स एंड बैलेंस आम कहवाटा तात्पर्यपूर्ण हम बा ठीक हम किंतु प्रेसिडेंशियल गवर्नमेंट बा अमेरिकन सिस्टम रे सेपरेशन ऑफ पावर अच्छी देयर इज अ स्ट्रिक्ट सेपरेशन ऑफ पावर इन ए प्रेसिडेंशियल सिस्टम ऑफ गवर्नमेंट दैट प्रिवेल्स इन अमेरिका बट वी डू नॉट हैव स्ट्रिक्ट सेपरेशन ऑफ पावर दैट इज डी सो आंसर इज बी. Question number 5, the concept of federation with strong center is derived from Canada. So although we have a federation, but we provide a strong center, means the central government assumes more power. In general time or in normal times, central government has also has power over certain important subjects like defense, foreign affairs, currency. And in abnormal times, central government assumes powers to legislate in the state list even. For example, in national emergency and during president's rule, the state government is dissolved and the powers of the state government are transferred to central government, and central government has also retained a big brotherly position in this format. So our central government is stronger than the state government in various circumstances, and this concept we have borrowed from Canadian constitution. So that is the things, and Canadian constitution में हमें आउ कौन कौन आनी चे सबू residuary power lies with the center सेटा आनी चे residuary power, advisory jurisdiction of the Supreme Court आनी चे appointment of the state government सेटा आनी चे बहुत सारा प्रोविजन हमें कनाडा रो आनी चे. Universal adult suffrage is mentioned in Article 326 at a part XB रे अच्छी 331 टा nomination of Anglo-Indian members पिलाने इटा nomination of Anglo-Indian members by president to Lok Sabha. Even that provision has been abolished or have been repealed by 104 Amendment Act 2020 रे ताकू रिपील कराई ची. ତେଣୁ 331 ଟା amended ହେଇଛି ଏ recently 104 amendment act ରେ article 16 ତୁମମାନେ ସବୁ ଜାଣିଥିବ equality in public employment equal opportunity in public employment अछि 16 रे section 10 of Representation of People's Act is related to elections. So answer is A. Answer is A. Answer is दिखाओ जी आंसर ठीक से आंसर is A. Which of the following is incorrect? There were 22 parts of the constitution when it was adopted. ठीक अच्छी. There were originally 8 schedules of the constitution. ठीक अच्छी. There were 395 articles when the constitution was adopted. ठीक अच्छी. Originally the constitution did not contain a preamble. भूल अच्छी. There was a preamble since the beginning and preamble was adopted on 26 November 1949 separately and it was the last thing to be adopted in the constitution. So answer is D. Okay. Okay. Subhasri, good evening, good evening. Subhasis, great afternoon, beta. Okay, so we shall proceed with 7 is D. Next, 8. Which among the following feature is not borrowed from USA? Impeachment of the president is borrowed from USA and it is found in Article 61 of the Indian Constitution. Election of the president is not borrowed from American Constitution, it is borrowed from Irish Constitution and it is mentioned in Article 54 and 55. 54 is about election, 55 is about the method of election. Post of Vice President is borrowed, Article 63 deals with President, Vice President of India. Removal of the judges of Supreme Court is brought from American Constitution. It is deal with Article 124 of the Constitution. So answer is C. Election of the president is borrowed from Irish Constitution. Kindly remember that. Okay. Next, which of the following is not federal feature of India? Independent judiciary is a federal feature. Distribution of power is a federal feature. Dual government by two governments is a federal feature. Single citizenship is not a federal feature. It is in a typical federation, in a classical federation, there are dual government, dual citizenship. In America, there is dual citizenship, but we have single citizenship. Sethipai we are partial federal by quasi federal kouchu ame. The answer is D. Then match the following fundamental rights have been borrowed from USA. Directive principles are UK, bicameralism Ireland, fundamental duties USSR, but Soviet Russia. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is the answer. Who said that fundamental rights and DPSP constitute the conscience of the Constitution? किए कहिथिले जे फंडामेंटल राइट ऑफ डीपीएसपी दी जन को conscience of the Constitution कुआ जाय बोली किए कहिथिले ग्रानविल ऑस्टिन कहिथिले एवं फंडामेंटल ड्यूटीज था हमें सोवियत रशियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन वाणी चे 1, 2, 3, 4 ए काइंडली टेक ए नोटिस ऑफ दैट. Subhash is America, United States of America has dual constitution because states have their own constitution and there is a federal constitution in America also. So answer is A, D, C. Now we shall move to question number 11, which is correctly matched. Look at the question which is correctly matched. Nomination of members of Rajya Sabha, that is not brought from South Africa, that is brought from your Ireland constitution, Irish constitution. Ireland ru aschi eta, to eta bhul achi. Election of members of Rajya Sabha, eta South Africa ru aschi, eta bi bhul achi. South Africa. And governor, office of the governor Kannada ru asini, eta Government of India Act 1935 ru aschi. Concept of republic has been borrowed from France, that is correct. Answer is D. Okay. So answer is D. Question number 12. Which among the following is correctly matched? Independent judiciary USA, ठीक अच्छी. Advisory jurisdiction Canada, advisory jurisdiction टा article 143 रे अच्छी. एवं advisory jurisdiction टा Supreme Court रे केवल अच्छी, High Court रे नहीं. Advisory jurisdiction बलरे Supreme Court कहया पे बाध्य नुए किंतु जदी प्री कन्स्टिट्यूशनल मैटर होइतिबा अर्थात संविधान तैयारी हेबो पूर्वरु जदी कोनोसी मैटर उपरे जहाँ जहाँ सब रूल्स एग्रीमेंट बा ट्रिटीज गुरा थिला ब्रिटिश समय रे जदी ता उपरे किछि डिस्प्यूट हुए ताले सुप्रीम कोर्ट दवा पई बाध्य ताकू कोनती प्री कन्स्टिट्यूशनल मैटर्स उपरे से बाध्य किंतु पोस्ट कन्स्टिट्यूशनल इश्यू उपरे सुप्रीम कोर्ट ता राय न देई पारे बट जहाँ भी दो एडवाइजरी जेहेतु प्रेसिडेंट से एडवाइस को मानिया पे बाध्य नुए द एडवाइस टेंडर्ड बाय द सुप्रीम कोर्ट इज नॉट बाइंडिंग अपॉन द सुप्रीम कोर्ट प्रोवाइडेड अंडर आर्टिकल 143 एंड दैट वी हैव बोरोड फ्रॉम कैनेडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इलेक्शन ऑफ मेंबर्स ऑफ राज्य सभा वी हैव नॉट बोरोड इट एज वी हैव डिस्कस्ड वी हैव नॉट बोरोड इट फ्रॉम आयरलैंड वी हैव बोरोड इट फ्रॉम साउथ अफ्रीका so that is the answer C. Concurrent list हम ऑस्ट्रेलिया नो आनीचे 52 आइटम्स अच्छी concurrent लिस्ट रे जो थे कि उभय सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट एंड स्टेट गवर्नमेंट लेजिस्लेट करि परिबे एवं concurrent लिस्ट रे एजुकेशन फॉरेस्ट ओके बहुत सारा वेट्स एंड मेजर्स बहुत सारा पॉपुलेशन एंड कंट्रोल इकोनॉमिक प्लानिंग सोशियो इकोनॉमिक प्लानिंग बहुत सारा इंपोर्टेंट कॉमन सब्जेक्ट्स गुरा अच्छी जोटा कि concurrent लिस्ट कह जाए से ऑस्ट्रेलिया रू आछि तेणु आंसर हम सी आंसर इज सी द इमरजेंसी प्रोविजन इज डिराइव्ड फ्रॉम emergency provisions is not derived from Germany, it is derived from Government of India Act 1935, but from Germany we have borrowed the suspension of fundamental rights during emergency. That is a point to be remembered also. ठीक है? So these are the things. Emergency is found mentioned in part 18 of the Indian Constitution starting from 352 to 360. Which is not a cause to declare national emergency. War is a cause, armed rebellion is a cause, external aggression is a cause, but internal disturbance is not a cause. It used to be a cause before 1978. 1978 मसीहा 44th Amendment Act रे इंटरनल डिस्टर्बेंस शब्द दुईटी को आर्म्ड रिबेलियन संगे स्थानांतरित कराइतला. It has been replaced. So now internal disturbance is not a ground for imposition of president's rule. It is now an obsolete, obsolete or repealed provision. So that is C. And national emergency is imposed under Article 352 of the Indian Constitution. Yes. So 14 is C. Yes, you are right. Pradeep, you are right. Absolutely right. C. Procedure established by law. The provision is inspired by South African Constitution, no Japanese Constitution. So procedure established in law means that everything decided on the basis of existing law. When court decides a matter, it cannot change the existing law. According to the law, it will decide the case. Suppose a person commits a theft, गोटे मनुष्य चोरी कला चोरी करने धर जो आईपीसी रे इंडियन पेनाल कोड सेक्शन रे अच्छे कि चोरी कले 2 वर्ष जेल हम सो से थेफ्ट 2 इयर्स अच्छी सुप्रीम कोर्ट चेंज करवाटा ठीक माने कौन कोर्ट ताकू चेंज करें अकॉर्डिंग टू द पेनाल कोड अकॉर्डिंग टू द सेक्शन इट विल डिक्लेयर द जजमेंट. So that is called procedure established by law. But in America there is due process of law. The court has the power to change the law in accordance with the changing time. ସେଥିପାଇଁ କୁହାଯାଏ ଆମେରିକାରେ ଜୁଡ଼ିସିଆଲ ସୁପ୍ରିମାସି ଅଛି କିନ୍ତୁ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆରେ ଜୁଡ଼ିସିଆଲ ସୁପ୍ରିମାସି ନାହିଁ. ଇଣ୍ଡିଆରେ କନଷ୍ଟିଟ୍ୟୁସନାଲ ସୁପ୍ରିମାସି ଅଛି ଅର୍ଥାତ୍ କନଷ୍ଟିଟ୍ୟୁସନ ଇଜ୍ ଦ ସୁପ୍ରିମ ଲ ଅଫ୍ ଦ ଲ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡ. ओके सो जापानीज कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में प्रोसीजर एस्टाब्लिश्ड बाय लॉ एटी कही रखे. प्रोसीजर एस्टाब्लिश्ड बाय लॉ आर्टिकल 21 रे लिखित अच्छी सेटा भी बहुत समय क्वेश्चन हुए. सो दैट इज बी. काइंडली टेक ए नोट ऑफ दिस. ओके now question number 16, which among the following is not a feature of Soviet constitution? Fundamental duty is a Soviet constitution. Justice, social, economic and political that is mentioned in the preamble is also borrowed from the Russian constitution, but joint sitting is not a Russian constitution, it is brought from Australian constitution. It is Australian constitution. That is D. Weimar Constitution of Germany of 1949 gives us the rule of law, no judiciary review, no procedure established by law, no suspension of fundamental rights during emergency. During emergency, that to be cleared. सब जिनस हमें क्लियर ही रहा दरकार. फंडामेंटल क्लियर हवा दरकार. एमसीक्यू बेस्ड क्वेश्चन रे फंडामेंटल क्लियर थिबा अत्यंत जरूरी. सब जिनस हमें ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस है कि कौन जिनस स्किप करवानी. सब जिनस भल से देखिबार अछि. आमे जानि थिले भी आंसर ता ऊपर टिके तर्जमा करिवार अछि. बहुत समय क्वेश्चन एपट सेपट हो जाए. तो ये जो फंडामेंटल ड्यूटी केमती इमरजेंसी कहबी फास्ट यहाँ ऑप्शन गुरा देख. रूल ऑफ लॉ आमे कोठु आनिचे कह. यूके कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन आनिचे आर्टिकल 14 रे रूल ऑफ लॉ कथा कुआइची. दैट इज जोटा कहते हमर रेक्स लेक्स रेक्स नहीं कि लॉ इज द किंग. रेक्स ता कहते लेक्स रेक्स. एबी डाइसे कहितला लेक्स रेक्स. लेक्स रेक्स अर्थात लॉ इज द किंग. एबी डाइसे DICUI. एवं जुडिशियल रिव्यू आम यूएसए कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन आनीचे. प्रोसीजर एस्टाब्लिश्ड बाय लॉ एबे कथा ले जापानीज कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन आनीचे किंतु सस्पेंशन ऑफ फंडामेंटल राइट्स आम आनीचे दैट इज योर वेमार कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन रु. एवं पिलाने जो सस्पेंशन हुए फंडामेंटल राइट सेटा दीटा आर्टिकल बारे फंडामेंटल राइट सस्पेंड हुए. गोटे 358 अंडर आर्टिकल 19 सस्पेंड हो जाए एवं 359 रे अदर फंडामेंटल राइट सस्पेंड हो परिबो एवं 20 आउ 21 केबे भी सस्पेंड हुए नहीं. एटा भी गोटे मैटर वी हैव टू कीप इन मेमोरी. सो दैट इज योर ओके. नेक्स्ट, व्हेन वाज द ऑब्जेक्टिव रिजोल्यूशन अडॉप्टेड बाय द कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली? 22 जनवरी 1947 दिन objective resolution drafted by Nehru was adopted by the Constituent Assembly. एवं 22 जुलाई 1947 दिन नेशनल फ्लैग अडॉप्ट होइतिला. नेशनल फ्लैग और 24 जनवरी 1950 रे नेशनल एंथम नेशनल सॉन्ग होइतिला. एंड 24 जनवरी 1950 लास्ट वर्किंग डे ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली बेली कहा जाए. 26 नवंबर 1940 दिन date of adoption by constitution was adopted on that day. So answer is A. Here answer is D. Your answer is D. Okay. The Constitution of India is neither rigid nor flexible, partly rigid and partly flexible kuhajai karan Constitution can be amended by simple majority, and when it is amended by simple majority it is called flexible Constitution, and when it is amended by rigid procedure it is called simple special majority, it is called rigid Constitution. Then our Constitution is not only fully flexible like the UK Constitution, nor fully rigid like the American Constitution. It is a blending of combination of rigidity and flexibility. Okay, so that is 19 is C. Yes, you are right. 19 Divyajit, you are right. Very good. You are responding. That's fine. People are responding, and I like you that you are responding in a proper way. Even if most of you are masters, most of you are quite talented, but still you are participating in our classes. You are giving inspiration to the thousands of students who are aspiring to be a part of Vanik. Okay, we will pursue our work until you succeed, until you achieve your success. Don't worry, we shall be there, and in A.S.O classes I shall be bringing some previous year list of 150 questions towards the end of the session, memory based questions. Okay, previous year questions. So keep watching us every week. Every week we are conducting memory based question answer discussion. So don't forget or don't miss a chance to watch Vanik's live class for A.S.O memory based questions. Okay, so that is 19. Question is C. Yes, you are right. 20. Which of the following constitute the philosophical part? What is the meaning of philosophical part? Philosophy means the basic objective of the Constitution: justice, equality, liberty, and fraternity. Justice, equality, liberty in the Constitution are enunciated by Part 3 and Part 4, that are called fundamental rights and directive principles of state policy respectively. They together called the philosophical part of the Constitution. Hence answer is B. Remember, the PSP and fundamental rights are called conscience by Granville Austin. Granville Austin कहथिले सेटा conscience, एवं B.R. आम्बेडकर DPSP को कहथिले नोबेल फीचर ऑफ इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, एवं से दुई जन को मिसेले संविधान रो दर्शन बा संविधान रो मूल लक्ष्य मूल तत्व स्थापित हुए. That is answer B. Okay, 20 is answer B. 21. Which among the following is a parliamentary feature of a parliamentary government? Executive is responsible to judiciary. No, executive is responsible to legislature. Here responsibility means the executive is a part, or executive has membership in the legislature. The executive that we call Prime Minister and Council of Ministers are invariably the members of parliament. The Prime Minister is nothing but an MP and elected from a particular electoral constituency inside India. And the members of the Council of Ministers, those who are called ministers, both cabinet and ministers of state, all of them are members of parliament. They can be ministers without being the member of parliament for a maximum period of 6 months. But within 6 months, they are, or it is a must that they will get or they will secure a seat in either house of Lok Sabha, either house of parliament. Hence, it is called executive responsibility. And the executive or the government will survive as long as it has majority in the Lok Sabha. The moment it loses its majority, it may go down. That is also called executive is responsible to legislature. Remember, this is the basic principle of parliamentary democracy. So question may be asked in different language, in different wordings, but the answer may be same. You have to understand the question, you have to understand the option, then only you have to answer. Don't take MCQs carelessly. केबे भी MCQs गुरा carelessly न बनी. बहुत इजी क्वेश्चन, बहुत इजी ऑप्शन रे, बहुत गोटे गोटे ऑप्शन रे एपट सेपट कटि जाई पारे एवं we will miss a mark. So be cautious and composed and calm. Calmly deal करिया पड़िबो. कौन ऑप्शन देछि, कौन क्वेश्चन हबो. So answer is B. Next 22. Which of the following is a feature common to both Indian Federation and USA Federation? Single citizenship is not a common feature because America doesn't have single citizenship, America has dual citizenship. 3. List of the constitution is not an American features, and the cabinet form of government is not there in America. A federal Supreme Court is there in America, so also it exists in India. Hence question number 22, answer is D. Okay, Pavitra. What is wrong in the 10 and 12, 10 or 11? Match the column. Acha. Okay, I will check it. Okay, that is D, federal government. So some of your friends has put me behind. Let me check what is wrong in question number 10 or 11. What is wrong? That is right. 10 match the following fundamental rights USA. अच्छा ठीक है yes Pavitra, thank you very much for rectifying. Yes something was wrong. Fundamental right USA, DPSP, Ireland, bicameralism, UK, fundamental duties USA. Okay, the answer was wrong. 1, 3, 2, 4. Sorry. Yes, you are right. 1, 3, 2, 4. Please check the answer C. 10 number C. Please check the answer. We made a mistake. Mistakes. So mistakes are human problem. It may occur. Okay. So thank you for rectifying, Pavitra. Yes, you are right. Pavitra, you are right. So 1, 3, 2, 4 is the answer. We made 1, 2, 3, 4 answer. No. Answer is C. Okay. Thank you very much. Now we shall go to which the question number? Weimar Constitution 25 yes 22. Which of the following is not a feature? So is a feature of, that is federal government Supreme Court. Which of the following was added to the Constitution through an amendment in 1976? In 1976, 42nd Amendment was enacted, and that was the part added was part IBA, fundamental duty. And which other part was added by 42nd Amendment Act 1976? Agu part 42nd 1976. So give answer, I will check. Okay, which amendment was added? Other amendment was added by 42nd Amendment Act apart from part IBA. Okay, question number 24. Sindh language was added to the schedule by which constitutional amendment? That is not 13th but 21st Amendment. Answer is B. Answer is B. Remember 13th Amendment related to Nagaland. Nagaland became a separate state and some provisions were there. And 24th Amendment is related to great many things, 31B and C. The 24th Amendment was there, and there was a judicial review of the Supreme Court was challenged. And 61st Amendment related to voting age. 61st Amendment re voting age 21 to 18 reduce heitila 1988. 1989 भी correction हबो क्या 1989 रे सेटा active हेतला तो answer हबो 21st Amendment Act 1967 रे Sindhi became a 15th language of the Indian Union. That is B. So A पे ये B. Answer B. Which of the following part was added to the Constitution? Which of the following part was added to the Constitution through an amendment in 1976? The same question re. Okay, so part IBA एटा अच्छी बाकी गुड़ा पचारली कहया पई को पार्ट आड हिचे हमर 76 रे apart from part IBA आउ को पार्ट आड हिचे बेले I responded, nobody has responded yet. Am I audible properly to all of you? If not, please give your comment, otherwise give the answer. Please go on, proceed. 25, 26. Which part of the Constitution of India deals with tribunal? This is your answer. Yes, this is your answer. Part XIB A. And I told you, I asked you the question, which part was added by 42nd Amendment Act apart from XIBA? The answer is XIBA. It was added by 42nd Amendment Act 1976 during the Prime Ministership of Indira Gandhi. Okay, remember at a stretch. गोटे कोनोसी क्वेश्चन रो angular डिडक्शन बा angular एनालिसिस करिवाटा ही एमसीक्यू रो गोटे बड़ मास्टरी सबले angular डिस्कशन करिवो कौन से क्वेश्चन रो आउ रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन आसी परिबो yes that is Eurofighter Typhoon yes you are right very good what is your name me too okay me too you are right very good fantastic answer keep on responding who said Indian constitution is federal in form but unitary in spirit who said that is K.C. Hoare एवं मु कहितली K.C. Hoare कहितले क्वासी फेडरल कंट्री K.C. Hoare be कहितले क्वासी फेडरल कंट्री yes you are right the provision of nomination of members to Rajya Sabha has been taken from Rajya Sabha nomination ta president karanti he nominates 12 members to Rajya Sabha and 12 members are nominated from the field of arts, science, literature, social service and this provision is taken from Irish constitution. Am I right? Irish constitution. Okay, so master अछंती से check करिवे बहुत बड़ा पिला सब respond करछंती I appreciate I like it तो जदि कोडी भूल होउतिबो टे चेक कर दोथुबो रे but don't worry मु चेक करूची बाते भलवार देखुची फिर भी जदि किछि प्रॉब्लम होउतिबो please write to me please give your feedback we shall definitely work on that so B 28 is B Irish constitution members of Rajya Sabha nomination do you know why there is a nomination process because the educated the learned the experienced person will get a chance in our governmental system in our parliamentary system they will contribute to strengthening the democratic government hence there is a nomination process because some people may not like to participate in the election they may averse they may dislike to take part in the electioneering hence there is a provision for nomination it is a beautiful provision in the constitution so answer is B kindly check answer is D answer is C answer is B okay so that is the things now we are going to 29 question number 29 Constitution of India is partly rigid and partly flexible it is so said as some parts of the constitution contains lenient position no lenient mane kono soft the president can change the constitution at his own will no not at all the constitution can be amended by both simple and rigid procedure that is the correct answer okay so remember when it is amended by simple majority it is called flexible when it is amended by rigid majority it is called simple special majority it is called rigid procedure तेणु जदि जेहेतु भारतीय संविधान उभय सरल आ जटिल उपाय संशोधित होता है तेणु भारतीय संविधान को उभय जटिल और सरल संविधान कहवा बात इंग्लिश रे आम फ्लेक्सिबल और रिजिड कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बा नमनीय अनमनीय संविधान बोली कह जाए तो आंसर सी हम तेणु आर्टिकल 368 अंडर रे जोटा अमेंड हुए सेटा स्पेशल मेजोरिटी रे अमेंड हुए बाकी 368 बाहर बा अन्य पार्लियामेंट द्वारा एमती जोटा अमेंडमेंट हम सिंपल मेजोरिटी रे सेटा फ्लेक्सिबल कह जाए कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन रो बहुत सारा पार्ट्स सिंपल मेजोरिटी अमेंड हुए किंतु स्पेशल मेजोरिटी किछिटा पार्ट अमेंड हुए फॉर एग्जांपल पार्ट 3 फंडामेंटल राइट्स पार्ट 4 डीपीएसपी एगुरा सब आमर स्पेशल मेजोरिटी रे अमेंड हुए ठीक अछि तो दैट इज कॉल्ड सी आंसर इज सी The provision of emergency in the Constitution of India has been taken from Government of India Act 1935. We have a lot of discussion on that, so we need not to add more. That's just keep in memory that it is brought from Government of India Act 1935, but suspension of fundamental rights during emergency is borrowed from Weimar Constitution of Germany. The Constitution or Law Day in India is observed on 26th November, because on this day the Constitution was adopted. The National Constitution Day is observed on 26th November every year. It is also called National Law Day. So that is 26th January to November. On this day in 1949 Constitution was adopted. Procedure established by law as mentioned under Article 21 of the Constitution has been borrowed from Japanese Constitution. We have already discussed it. That is B. Then question number, it is A, it is B. Then question number 33. Look at the dialogue. If I find the Constitution being misused, I shall be the first to burn it. Who say made this statement on the Constitution of India? किए कहिथिले कि जदि मु कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन अपव्यवहृत अपव्यवहार हबार देखिबी ताले मु प्रथम ताकू जारी देबी एकदा कहिथिले बी.आर. आंबेडकर एकदा बी.आर. आंबेडकर संविधान उपरे तंकर टिप्पणी देइथिले से कहिथिले इफ आई फाइंड द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन आई शैल मिसयूज देन आई शैल फास्ट टू बर्न इट. How many schedules were there in the Constitution originally? Originally माने 1950 रे there were 8 schedules, and remember the next 4 schedules have been added by different amendments. So please name the amendments by which various schedules were added. Okay, can you name it? Can you name by which amendment which schedule was added to the Constitution? Okay, I am watching. Please add if anyone can do that. Next, national emergency is declared on the following grounds except war, in external aggression, internal disturbance to haboni. बाकी आर्म रेबेलियन तो थिबा एटा आलोचना कर सारे तापर आलोचना करबानी. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट 36 प्रेसिडेंट्स रूल इज इम्पोज्ड ऑन द प्रोविजन एन्यूमरेटेड अंडर आर्टिकल 356 प्लान जदि 356 नथिबो आउ कोन ऑप्शन हे परिबो जदि 356 को मु उठै देबे आउ कोन ऑप्शन हे परिबो 365 भी जदि ऑप्शन थाई पारे 365 अंडर रे भी प्रेसिडेंट रूल जारी हुए 356 रे संवैधानिक असुरक्षित अवस्था आसिले कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मेशिनरी ब्रेकडाउन हेले संविधान रे गवर्नर को रिपोर्ट किंबा बिना रिपोर्ट रे राष्ट्रपति शासन जारी ही पारे. सो दैट इज 356 बट 365 रे अछि जदि इफ द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट डज नॉट कंप्लाई with the direction given by the central government, then it will be a vital ground or valid ground for imposition of president's rule. So what I mean to say, president rule can be imposed on the for 2 grounds. One is breakdown of law and order or breakdown of constitutional machinery in the state. Another is your non-compliance or disagreement with the central directives by the states can be a valid grounds for imposition of president's rule in India or in a state. That is called. So don't be confused. जदि प्रेसिडेंट रूल कथा पढ़ी आउ 356 आर्टिकल नहीं ताले थरे नजर टिके दबो कि 365 आर्टिकल अछि कि 365 आर्टिकल जदि थिबो सेटा आंसर भी हेई पारे. ओके, दैट इज द थिंग्स. द नेशनल सिविल सर्विस डे इज ऑब्जर्व्ड ऑन April 21. On this day in 1947 the Sardar Patel addressed the first batch of Indian administrative servants. On this day he eulogized them, he praised them, and he inspired them to be a builder of part of the nation. That is Article 21. That is B. Okay. Who among the following is the sole authority to bring amendments in the Constitution? The Constitution can be amended by Parliament of India. So it is Parliament can amend. If any amendments is made, then it is Parliament who can bring the amendments. And under Article 368, and by other provisions it can amend, but no state legislature can amend it. But remember, some amendment bills can be transferred to state legislature, किंतु स्टेट लेजिस्लेशन मानकर सो मोटो बा निजे निजे से माने अमेंडिंग बिल टाकू इंट्रोड्यूस करि परिबेन. दैट इज बी. क्वेश्चन नंबर 39, व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग आर्टिकल has remained inoperative since inception of the constitution. very important question. को आर्टिकल ए पर्यंत कार्यकारी हेनी, को आर्टिकल कार्यकारी न होबार कारण कोन? 238 टा अबोलिश हे जाईची, तन 360 टा एठी आर्टिकल फाइनेंशियल इमरजेंसी जोड़ा 360 has not been implemented. so answer C. answer C. okay, next, that is answer 40. So this will be the last question. Which following the parts deals with special provision for certain states? That is part XXI. Part XXI रे 370 और 371. 370 रे जम्मू कश्मीर, 371 रे बहुत सारा स्टेट अछंती. जम्मू कश्मीर तर महाराष्ट्र, गुजरात, नागालैंड, आसाम, मिजोरम, मणिपुर. एफ रे अच्छी बोधे हमर सिक्किम. एफ टा आसी पारे 371 एफ रे सिक्किम आसी पारे कारण 371 को रिपील एफ को रिपील करिया पे डिमांड चलची. 370 रिपील हैला परे तेणु सेटा क्वेश्चन हे पारे. तेणु ए पार्ट टी देखिबो पार्ट एक्सरसाइज रे को स्टेट अछंती. ठीक अछि. सो आंसर इज डी. सो माय डियर aspirants, I need to stop the class here because it is 1 hour memory based class. We shall be starting the new questions in the next class from this 141 ru jiba में एवं different types of questions I shall be bringing for you. Keep watching us. Don't miss an opportunity to miss Vanik live class for A.S.O. Wish you all the best and a bright career ahead. Thank you very much.